What's up guys, Tim25 here. Before we start today's video, I just want to apologize for not uploading any videos lately. And the reason for that is because I've been at vacation in Austria for 3 weeks, so it's been a bit tough to do or upload any videos. But anyway, hopefully you can forgive me, and let's jump to today's video, which is going to be a deck profile of Steelswarm. I'm doing this partly because I got requested to do deck profile, and because I felt that I have to do something more than just openings, because openings has a tendency to become pretty boring after a while. So yeah, I'm pretty psyched about this. So yeah, let's start. I run 3 Steelswarm Cell to begin with. It's like the key card of the deck in my opinion to get out the monsters. Steelswarm monster that needs 1 tribute. Its effect is if you don't control any monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can just go ahead and special summon, tribute summon for one of your boss monsters. So amazing card. And then comes the second amazing card in the deck. It's a Steelswarm Scout. This effect is, if this is in your graveyard during your main phase 1, you can special summon this from your graveyard if you do not control any spell or trap cards, which allows you to then tribute summon, which is very good. So this card you want in the graveyard. Also really good. Then we go on to Steelswarm Collar. Level 4, 1700 attack. Its effect is if you use this for tribute summon when it is sent to the graveyard, or if you use this for tribute summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Steelswarm card from your deck or monster. And in any way, which is very good if you, it's just very good to get out an extra beater. Then we move on to Steelswarm Gatekeeper, run 3 of those. Also very good card in my opinion. It's a 1500 attack and 1900 defense. Its effect is if this card is face up during a tribute summon, you can normal summon an additional time this turn. In other words, you can tribute summon another time if this was face up during your first tribute summon. That's it for the regular monsters that you can summon out by your own. And now we go on to the Steelswarm monsters that need tribute, and we move on to 2 Steelswarm Moth. This card is very good in my opinion. What it does is its effect is you can pay 1000 life points when you tribute summon this card to send up to 2 cards your opponent controls back to their hand. And it's also a 2400 beater. So really good, only need 1 tribute. In my opinion, really good card. 1 Steelswarm Mantis. I'm tempted to change this out once I get my hands on some other cards from the also 6. But for now I'm using it but it's actually pretty good. Level 5, 2200 beaters. Effect is when it is tribute summon, you can pay 1000 life points in order to special summon 1 Steelswarm monster from your graveyard, any card. So if you have any boss monsters there and want a high beater, just special summon them back. So yeah, with that said, I also want to say that this is not a complete deck. It's semi-complete deck. I need a few cards from Hidden Arsenal 6 and 1 or 2 spell and trap cards to complete it. But I have the complete version that I run right now on Dueling Network, so if anyone wants the deck list of that, just PM me and I'll give you it, or put it in the comments. Steelswarm Gyrostag, the final boss monster of this deck. Really great card in my opinion. I'm also gonna run a Kaukastag when I don't have it right now, but I will run a Kaukastag when I get my hands on one. But I don't have it, but this one works really well as well. Because this is that normally it needs a 2 tribute for summoning, but if you use a Steelswarm monster, it's okay if you use 1, so it works really well with the Cell and Scout. And its effect is when it is tribute summoned, you can destroy one card your opponent controls in order to get 1000 life points. I mean, awesome. You just destroy a card and get life points. You don't have to do a thing. It's not like the other one you have to pay. You actually get 1000 for it. So it's really good. And it's a 2600 beater. Really good. And that's it for the Steelswarm monster. Now we move on to the other cards that I think works very well in this deck. I'm going to start by Gorse, which is staple. Works really well. It's a staple. Awesome card. Love it. I mean, it's Gorse. And then I am running, for the extra deck, I'm running 2 tuners, which I think work pretty well in this deck. This is mainly for the extra deck, and yeah, basically for that, if you are facing some decks that you need from the extra, you can use this. Excuse me. And the tuners I run is Placebearer Zombie and Fabled Raven. Placebearer Zombie is, in my opinion, one of the best tuners ever made, and yeah, it works very well. And the Fabled Raven is because it's so flexible. You can, because its effect is you can, once per turn, you can discard card from your hand in order to increase the level and attack of this card. So it's very flexible. If you need it doesn't really have to have a special number on the level. You can just discard depending on what level you need for a tuner, and you'll get it. So these cards are really flexible in order to get out stuff from your extra deck. Mainly Synchros XEs. I run mainly only level 4 XEs. That's what it can do. But anyway, and then we have Stygian Sea Patrol and Sagin. Sagin, don't have to tell, it's a search engine, awesome card. And Stygian Sea Patrol is actually also, I think, runs very well in this deck, because one of its effects is you can banish it from the graveyard in order to special summon from your deck one fiend type monster with 2000 or less attack, which is very good in my opinion. And it works very well with this, considering everything in this deck is fiend type monster, except for the Placebearer Zombie, of course. So it's really good. That's it for the monsters. Now we move on to the spell cards. Run 1 Pot of Avarice. Since you send a lot of cards to the graveyard, it works very well with you gotta have it. Pot of Duality, search engine staple. Swords of Revealing Lights, buys me some time. Monster Reborn, of course, gotta have it. Really good card. Foolish Burial, mainly for example, sending Scout to your graveyard, but also Patrol if you need it banished to get a card. Card Destruction, get card to the grave, just card to the grave if you get a bad hand. Heavy Storm, 3 MST. A staple, just staples. Works pretty well. And 1 Darkhold. Pretty solid. And then move on to Trap. We have 2 Infestation Wave, which I think is 2 really great cards. What they do is that you can send back 1 tribute summon Steelswarm monster in order to destroy 1 card your opponent controls, which is really great. It works very great with a combo. Maybe having Steelswarm cell in your hand at the beginning of your phase. You just flip this face up, destroy monster on your field, get 1 card back, and then you can just tribute special summon cell and go for a new tribute summon. So it's works. It can open up a lot of combos and helps you get rid of some annoying cards. And then we go into some staples. 2 Solemn Warning. Staple. Mirror Force, Shadow Spell, Fiendish Chain. This should be a second Fiendish Chain, but I don't have one, so you take what you have. So I took the Shadow Spell. 1 Bottomless and 1 Torrential. And that's it for the main deck. That's it for the main deck. And for the extra deck, which is not completed, I just have some examples what you can run. But since you have Raven and you have Placebearer Zombie, it's very flexible what you can put in your deck. It's totally up to you what you put in. But some examples I have is Black Rose Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Utopia and Utopia Ray for an example. But I can also recommend Roach, Cataster. Nah, not Cataster. I don't really guess. Sorry for that. But yeah, the staples. No, I wouldn't recommend the level 5 Synchros, but can work somehow. Yeah, it could work with Sagin actually. So yeah, Naturia Beast, pretty much Cataster, Brionac, pretty much, yeah, Blackwing Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon Atrium, pretty much anything that you think could fit in or help you against the current format. So yeah, so what can make this deck what is the thing that can make this deck pretty good is that the deck itself, in my opinion, is a very fun deck to run. it's like it's just very fun to run. It runs very well, and you get out boss monsters very easily, and you can defend them very easy, get them back very easily, and that kind of stuff. But what makes them good is how you side an extra deck. So, and that's totally up to you how you want to make it. I'm still working a side an extra deck. But yeah, in my opinion, really fun deck to run. Test it out, and if you have any own thoughts of it, how I can make it better, please tell me. I would be glad to hear about it. And sorry for the camera quality. Really sorry, guys. And yeah, hopefully like this deck profile. I will be, as I said, it's not a complete deck. If you want the one that I run on Duel Network, then just PM me or ask in the comment. And yeah, I'll be returning with the Return of the Duelist booster box opening and some Yu-Gi-Oh discussions, because I think that you need some variety on the channel, and I got some tips from a buddy of mine. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.